Greetings, thespians, it's Tuesday. So, rehearsals begin this week for The Man Who Saw the Devil and The Monkey's Paw. And I remember saying previously, actually, that the title, The Man Who Saw the Devil, is fairly self-explanatory with the content of the play, although there is a little bit more to that. I still think, however, that if for whatever reason we were running late or overrunning it at all, maybe it might be just preferable to have some guy walk on stage and go, "I saw the devil," and walk off again, and that would be it. Mystery. Also, I started a new warehousing job recently, which wouldn't be relevant but for the fact that it means I have to work a Sunday, and Sundays are generally when rehearsals are in the amateur scene over here. I'm sure it must be the same where you guys are as well, because basically it's the only day that most people can pretty much guarantee they're not working on. Not me, sadly, so I'm having to juggle that. And to illustrate this point, I'm going to have to flip the camera around and show you the whiteboard. Hold on. Right, now let's just get rid of all the useless to-do stuff. Right. Okay, so let's imagine that this red circle represents non-theatre work, and this green circle represents theatre work. Now, one of the results of doing non-theatre work at the moment for me is money. That is a very, very bad representation of our sign for £1. Now, one of the results of doing theatre work at the moment for me is no money. And of course, it is possible to do both of these two things. However, there is a third circle I should be putting in here, which represents free time. Basically, my predicament at the moment is pick two of these. That's it. So this is a situation in which I find myself, and I'm sure it's one with which you're all pretty familiar. I would, however, like to hear your own personal perspectives on this, because at the moment it's feeling like I'm having to muddle my way through on my own here. In other news, I'm going to stay in this perspective because it's comfortable now. In other news, my Indiegogo campaign has finished, and it ended fortuitously having raised exactly £666, which for a horror theatre company is a nice symbolic victory. Well, about 300 of that will be going straight on registering ourselves for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and whatever we have left is going to go on booking a venue. This does mean that we have a very large stopgap, obviously, to fill, and we're working on ways of making up the difference. We are going. Most certainly we are going to Edinburgh. One way or another we will get there. However, now is the time we have to get smart about how we go about doing it and how we go about funding it. I mean, we'd have been mad not to have tried an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter campaign or something like that. However, one thing I did think from the start was that in order to make these things successful, you do need a very large base of people who are willing to donate. And we are eternally grateful to the people who did, and they have already helped us more than they can ever possibly know. The question now becomes, what do we do next? Sorry this has been a rather me-centric update for you this week. Please let me know what you guys are up to, and a strange thing occurred to me the other day. Don't you think that by now someone should have invented a musical theatre booster for Cards Against Humanity? We should get on that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and Mary, I'll see you tomorrow.